temperatures are low.
I like the long, twisty tunnel slides, not the straight down plunges. Those are kind of scary.
I like those. And the drop at the end, whew, always gets me. I'm a fan.
Your stomach stays up at the top.
It's true. We've got the day to get out there and enjoy it. Those temperatures are on the rise, and as we get through the beginning of the work week, you're going to want to take a dip in the pool because extreme heat makes a quick debut before monsoonal moisture takes over. That live look from Sundance, isn't that pretty? We've got a little cloud cover, some blue skies, the higher peaks showing us Utah County. Really, really pretty. And I like that there's a hiker who's out there enjoying it. Great place to go to beat the heat. Those higher elevations always keeping things cool. That live look at Cedar Hills. Our temperatures right now doing well, warmer than where we were yesterday. 93 in Salt Lake, still below average. 90 degrees in Logan, Ogden, Provo, and 103 at this hour in St. George. The southern portion of the state has dried out a little bit. Those drier conditions taking hold throughout the entire Beehive state, and those numbers climbing. We'll see that into tomorrow as well. There's that drier air pushing over from the west. We're pulling it into the state, and that wet weather has moved over into Colorado, migrating east just a little bit. But the thunderstorm threat, as I mentioned, will return. Our satellite gives us a good idea of what's been going on in the last several hours. A few storms right by Montpelier, right there near the state line, but really nothing huge. And as you can see, clear skies throughout the state of Utah. A little more cloud cover near Elko and Ely, but all in all, a pretty clear day. Here's why. High pressures in control right off the coast. We've got that high pressure circulating, and it's a strong one, bringing in a decent amount of heat to the southern United States. We're pulling some of that into the state of Utah, and because of that, our high temperatures will soar above average as we get into tomorrow and Tuesday, and that's ahead of the arrival of the wet weather with the monsoon. FutureCast takes us through that timeline, giving us a better idea of what we can expect in the way of storms. Notice into tomorrow morning, a few clouds start to move into the west desert. Now it brings in just a slight thunderstorm in the north for tomorrow. That would just be Cache Valley. Really not looking like much, but the clouds stick around by the afternoon hours. The clouds are a good idea of what's happening. Watch as we get into Tuesday. Here comes more cloud cover, and you can see that's the monsoon there bringing in partly cloudy skies to the eastern and southern central portion of the state, and that pushes north. By Wednesday, we are all going to tap into that cloud cover, and we're going to see just a few storms. We take a look there near Monticello, Blanding, and Bluff, and watch as we get into Tuesday and early Wednesday morning, a line of storms near Iron and Washington County. So Wednesday is when the monsoon will make its return, and it will bring the threat of thunderstorms not just in the south, but in the north as well. Temperatures tomorrow climbing, high 90s. Nice to be in the low 90s today. Yesterday was 80s, but look how quickly we just come back from those numbers. 88 in Price, 107 in St. George, closer to that high pressure system, and the numbers are going to tell that heat story. 102 by Tuesday because those clouds move in, and there's a threat of thunderstorms. That monsoonal moisture taking over, dropping the numbers into the 90s, bringing in the threat of that thunder, lightning, and at times the possibility of flash flooding. We saw it this last week. We'll see it again as we look at the Wasatch Front. Those numbers really soar above average, which is 94 this time of year, then drops back down with the cloud cover, and even the north deals with the threat of storms Wednesday and Thursday. So a little bit of everything for as far as summer weather goes as we get into the week.
All right, that monsoon making a return.
Soon.
All right.
I'm there.
Thank you, Alana. Well, Wesley Ruff is not wearing